Guys, you won't believe what I've just received right now. This is Mavic 3. I've been waiting for this one for so long, and finally I have it, and I want to unbox it and test it right now and plan the video, but I'm just going to unbox right now, open it and see this one. So here it is. What else do we... Charger काफी छोटा है इस बार. Our extra propellers. We also have the ND and this remote controller. I think I'm gonna sell all of my previous drones because this is ultimate. That's pretty much it. Let's open this one. Oh, I really like the color actually. Size, I think it's a little big if I compare to Mavic Air 2, but I think that's why you have this big sensor camera. Now let's just turn this on and test this one, and then we'll see you outside. Hey guys, good morning. It's 3 AM right now and we are leaving for the adventure. We're going for early morning trek because we want to take the sunrise shots with the drone, and this is the first time going so early in the morning, so I'm really excited. It's 5 AM right now. We just made it to this Rajgarh fort. It took us about 1 hour 45 minutes. So now we have to go to the jungle route and trek till top, and from there we're gonna enjoy the sunrise. All good? Yes. कहीं तो है हम रास्ते में अभी. It's full dark. Danger.
Magical.
Guys, we made it to this topmost point, and I was just testing with this battery, and even in this windy condition I was able to fly very smoothly with this Mavic 3. You know, it like handles the wind very smoothly because of the weight. So I really like this one, but I think we cannot talk here because it's too windy. We need to find some other location to talk about this one. I think this is fine, but it's still windy. So I've always been a DJI user when it comes to flying drones, and you must have seen a lot of drone footage in a lot of my travel videos. I've used Mavic 1, Mavic 2, and now this is Mavic 3. Now we see a major shift when it comes to camera quality because of the Hasselblad 4/3 CMOS sensor. Now this is the first time I've ever seen such a compact drone carrying such a big sensor, and because of that you get really crisp footage even in low light. So like most of the time I like to shoot either in the evening time or the morning time. Like you just saw, we came up early in the morning to take all those morning shots, and if you have a big sensor, this can be really helpful. On that, this drone can shoot in 5.1K 50 FPS. This 5.1K will give me extra resolution to frame the shots better in the editing. And now in 4K you can shoot up to 120 FPS. Most of the time you don't need to slow it down, you know, when you're flying really high, but when you're flying really close to the subject, this can be really helpful. This Mavic 3 also has one more camera. This is basically a zoomed in lens, like it gives a focal length of 160mm, and the main 4/3 sensor gives a focal length of 24mm. So if you want to take a wide angle shots, you will use the main camera, and when you want to take a really close-up shots, then you can use this secondary camera. Like you can zoom in 1x, 2x, 7x, 14x, 28x, but I saw 7x gives the decent footage, and you can also get parallax kind of effect which you can't get with the 24mm when you're taking orbit kind of shots. But let me tell you, this is really difficult to get that kind of perfect shot. You have to be very slow with the sticks when you're taking the shot. See these kind of examples that I just shot. I'm just trying to take shots with a zoom in lens. Shots are really good, but it takes a lot of effort, man. You have to move the sticks really slow, otherwise it will go out of focus. I'm just trying. Okay. Oh, I know it out of focus. It's difficult, but you can take shots. Now when we talk about the flight time, DJI claims that it gives a flight time of 46 minutes, but I think that's in a perfect situation with no wind condition, in a controlled manner. But I think in real situation you will get around 30 to 35 minutes. I just tested this in this windy condition. I got around 30 minutes, and when I was flying in my city I got around 33 to 34 minutes. And with 3 batteries, I think that's enough for most of the situation. Plus one more thing is, you should know you can charge these batteries with a USB-C type, and you can directly charge within the drone also. You can just directly connect USB-C cable and the battery will charge it. So it's a good thing. Now in my past I have crashed my drone quite a few times, like when I was flying in the backward direction, or maybe I'm trying to take a circle shot. See this. I literally crashed this. But now with this Mavic 3, it has sensors in all the directions. Like sometimes you get so engrossed in taking the shot, you forget about, you know, what's left or right, or maybe you forget about other things. You just try to take the shots, and that's the time you crash. So for all of the situations, I am not worried about anymore. Oh, it's windy again. You have to move on the other location. One of the things that I like to do a lot in my travel videos is to take a lot of hyperlapses and time lapses. So for that, I have made it to this beautiful location. I can see the full city view, and from here I'm taking one hyperlapse in the straight direction. So it's gonna create hyperlapse for me in 4K, and I'm also taking photos so that if in editing, if I feel like I can improve the quality, I can do it with the photos. One of the feature which I was really interested to test out is the Active Track 5.0. It is the latest version, and I think it tracks the subject really precisely. Yesterday we could not test it, so we made it to this new location early morning just to test out this one, and I can say that I think I really like it. Basically there are 3 different ways that you can track the subject. One is the active track, second is the point of interest, and the third one is the spotlight. So active track means you can lock the subject and then you can track it, and it's gonna track it automatically. Maybe you're running, so the drone is gonna track you automatically, and I think it did a pretty good job. And I think this is gonna be really helpful, especially when you're alone, so you can track yourself. Like one of the shot I really like is to just stand in the middle and take a circle shot around me. One of the questions that I get a lot is like, what are the camera settings that you use on the drone? So let me tell you, most of the time I shoot in the maximum resolution with 30 FPS. Like in this drone it has 5.1K, so my setting would be 5.1K 30 FPS. and then set the profile to D-log. Although normal mode looks good too, but for extra dynamic range you should use D-log profile, and I lock the exposure to plus 1.7 if I'm shooting in D-log, and if I'm shooting in the normal mode I set it around to 0 or plus 0.3, and set the white balance from auto to manual, like I use around 5000 Kelvin, and then set the shutter speed to double the frame rate. For example, if I'm shooting in 30 fps, then I'll set the shutter speed to 1/60, because that's how you'll get the smooth look. But if you're flying really high, then it doesn't matter, so you can increase the shutter speed in those cases. And this drone also comes with ND filter, but I don't think I need to use, because to compensate the exposure I can just change the aperture from f2.8 to f11. And for the night time I shoot in the normal mode, because in the D-log profile or in any log profile, I guess I get noise when I color grade it later, so I prefer to shoot in the normal mode. And for the ISO I set it to minimum, but if I need to increase I'll just go up till 1600. So yeah, these are all the settings that I use. Now let's talk about 3 of my favorite shots that I take almost all the time in my travel videos. So the first one is revealing shot. Start the drone with camera facing downward and then slowly take it up, reveal the location, and take a long straight shot so that in the editing you can speed it up and the shot looks really nice. And the last shot is to take a circle shot around a subject. So these are all 3 shots, and along with that I take other shots also, but these are must-do shots in all of my travel videos. With that said, if you like the video, then do give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for future videos, and don't forget to hit the bell notification icon, and let me know in the comments below if you want to see more of such videos in the future. And with that said, I'll see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, dhanyawad.